shot and hit it, but good looks for the team in blue.
The tear-off flip reset. Rise tipping it away. Exotic.
Oh, another one.
Going
another one.
near post. I thought that window was closed, but apparently I had a gap.
Look at this. Look at this little stutter. You see Exotic. See him hit the brakes right there, James? Joyo's taking note of that. Tries to anticipate. Okay, he took a little bit of a break. He's going to go for a 50-50 and try and muscle this through the same way that these teams have done every single game. But an early shot is going to go and make a very difficult read for Joyo.
Yeah, and Joyo had just gotten bumped and had 0 boost to get back to the play. So with any boost, maybe Joyo would have been able to get back there and close off that angle just a bit sooner.
Massive play from Exotic. That's the way you want to start a game. But an even better one, I'd say, for Joyo to start it, or not Joyo, excuse me, Rise to start things early. And then speaking of Joyo, here he comes. Hit him with some mechanics. You got the demo and you got the space to do it.
And I love that he's using the Pele. He's using the Pele deep down, and he does that.
Oh, baby.
It was a beautiful shot.
The mechanics are here for Joyo. That's why. See, James?
Now I believe
you got to trust it. You believe it now? You believe me?
But I believe it because I saw what he did.
Look, when Joyo tweets, it's over. It's facts. It's set in stone, all right? That's how it gets done.
I don't think setting it in stone makes much of a difference either.
Oh my, you are something else. You know that?
I'm just saying, I don't think the medium of which you write something on has any bearing on its truthfulness.
Okay, we could go down the rabbit hole of this philosophical debate. What's the philosophical approach here from Karmine Corp now? They're down 1 goal. What do they have to change, James?
Are you sure they're down 1? Okay, I thought it was going to be another. I think for Karmine Corp, you just have to keep going for those demos. I feel like so much of their early success was from their bumps and demos, and even their last goal was from a bump in net. So amp that up.
Oh my goodness, and amp that passing up as well. In the corner, Exotic decided to stay and extend his rotation. Pass was found from Itachi. Big clear downfield, but Vatira isn't in position. Maybe that's something they could change up too, is this positioning for when you push downfield and how you respond to your own teammates' clears. Helps you get the transition. Another one lobbed, but it's on the other side. Back down, but look at the response from Joyo. We didn't get that from KC, and now we're getting opportunities because of it. A good response, good catch from the clear, and an even better shot.
And Exotic even taking a little bit of time. He didn't boost back. Thought that no matter what, Rise was not going to get enough power on that shot. Actually, was sitting there not boosting. And Rise, recognizing that, put it, it wasn't even far post, but still had enough power on it to beat the final defender. Exotic probably wishing that he could have that one back.
Right. And I really want to talk about that challenge, too, from Joyo. How he was able to stuff Itachi in the midfield. That's what I mentioned a lot in game 1, where it just felt like every challenge was going against Moist Esports. Something has changed here. I don't know if they've just decided to amp up the speed, potentially have more boost now and prioritizing those pads, but there's been a big shift with who's winning these challenges, and even there you see Joyo off the ceiling wins the challenge, stuffs everyone on KC, and Exotic is going to look for something else, but instead he's met with a high-flying Moist.
Moist defense, they are locking it down. And now a very precarious situation. Exotic, he jumped for it, but so did Joyo. Joyo jumped a little bit sooner.
Oh man, and he's rotating back. He takes the midfield boost, and because of that, he's got all of this boost to work with. Hovers in the air, smacks it down, a big spike. 4th goal in favor of Moist Esports. And it looks like we're gonna get match point.
Joyo is playing out of this.
He's going crazy. He's going crazy.
He is going crazy this game. Those 2 goals he had were beauts.
Yeah. Well,
even that read was so difficult, so close off the backboard, coming from the side like that. Yeah. Now the flip reset that would have been on target. Joyo has ascended to the next level of Rocket League gameplay.
Absolutely. And he's at 100% goal participation in this game. 2 assists, 2 goals. Every 50-50 was just 1 for Joyo. Rise coming in as that clutch striker, and Astral filling in the gaps. It does look like Vatira left this match. Maybe he's going to change his car up, go for a little bit of a placebo change. And I'm sure now as we bring back Leaf into this, that other teams are struggling with the same thing, trying to swap it up, figure out how they can stop taking some L's here, Leaf.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think first off, we need to trust Joyo anytime he tweets.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, dude. Nobody believes.
But this time.
Well, hey, we learned our lesson, okay? Yeah, we learned our lesson here. Algiri does come through, 3-1 Heat, so they stay alive. Heat is now eliminated. They're out. Oxygen is doing their best to stay in. They're up 1-0 right now on match point. By the way, that 6-0 scoreline I told you about turned into an 8-2 scoreline. So a lot more goals end up getting scored. And Team Liquid on match point to knock out Go. They're up 5-2 right now with 1:30 left. So looking like they'll probably end up qualify through to round 5. And then Vitality on match point against Tundra, but Tundra is up in that 4th game.
And wouldn't that be something to see Vitality after such a heartbreaking event, you know, in the Fall Open, to come back and qualify for playoffs?
Ooh, I mean, I don't think anybody would be against that. You love to see that name get brought back up. And here comes Rise bringing his name back up on the screen, coming through, and hits off of that Joyo Rise dynamic where it bounces flawlessly for him.
Yeah, if you take a screenshot, all 3 players from Karmine Corp were within a meter of one another. They were so close. And that was an easy cleanup goal for Moist, who are now on a hot streak. It seems like right now they've got Karmine Corp shaking at the knees. One more haymaker, I think that Moist will take him out.
And then the challenge right here from Astro, he's still going for it. That read that I just witnessed from Joyo. Rise is hitting every shot that comes his way in the past few games. And then, oh my goodness, he gets the save as well. Look, impossible, a big 50 win from Rise. The Moist Esports, they have got something else going on for them. They have figured out and eliminated all of the issues previously in game 1.
Joyo, air dribble to his own back corner. Rise waiting, but Sean, get away from him. Astral against Exotic. Joyo here to help. Joyo, pinch it out, goes to the opposite Moist corner. Rise clearing it downfield. Astral looking for the dunk, but Vatira gets it over him.
Rise, not the best touch, but very, I want to say rush from Exotic. Vatira looking for a demo. Maybe that's an issue we're not seeing out of KC. Panicking with a lot of these touches, but a mind game could do some damage. Flicked over one as well. A moon flick, and the bump comes through. He's also going to be the one to finish this. How much more damage can you do?
So, I mean, this was creative. Vatira, knowing that he's probably not going to get a shot on target that won't get blocked, decides to just bump Astral out of the play. That was, from every member from Karmine Corp, a really intelligent play. They were digging deep to get that goal.
They worked for it, James. Think about what has to go well in that situation. Rise had gotten 2 demos. Astro looked to force things in. And I'm talking about KC working for their demo and working for their goal. Moist is also working for their second goal. Demos left and right. 50-50s win. And now they're going to get that swipe across for Astro to finish it.
Yeah, Vatira came out sniffing, and then on his rotation back, was caught out by that Rise pass. Nice play from Rise, and Astral in the right position, slamming that in easily. Now Rise looking to either bump Exotic or get the redirect, did neither. And now possession back to K-Corp.
So much layered Rocket League in front of our eyes. Every play has multiple different factors going into it, whether it be a fake, a mind game, double demos with a pass across. Astro and Rise also getting a double demo together. Somehow Itachi has to get this ball to the other side.
Yeah, Itachi has been so sturdy on defense. That play was a very scary play. He was the only defender left. This one, another scary defensive play. Joyo trying to pinch that through. Astro will hit it back, steals the mid boost. Rise has the corner. But Moist have all the way downfield to go. Rise flicking around one, but Exotic stops it at the midfield. Astral into an air dribble. Into a 50-50. Didn't thought about going for the flip reset, decided the 50 was better.
KC have definitely done a great job of fending off as much as possible that they could against Moist Esports. A mid-air demo from Exotic. It connected. There was, of course, somebody in the goal waiting for it. There's only a 1-goal difference between these two teams. The shots have been, of course, in favor of Moist, but KC have the potential and opportunities to get back.
Astral recognizing couldn't get to the ball, but instead changing targets for the bump. Astral, the slow play. 50 out to Joyo!
Yes,
open net! And Joyo will score it!
Look at the challenge game from Astral. He hits the brakes and lets 2 players go for it, muscles it past 2 of them. It squeezes out into the middle, and you've got somebody there. It's Joyo to capitalize, punish, and make this a 2-goal lead.
Turtle, I don't know why I ever doubted anything.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. There is something magical about when Joyo tweets. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I caught a vibe from that tweet. I'm not gonna lie. And whenever he said his mechanics have been feeling good since, or the best since LA, I knew that KC was gonna have a monster to deal with.
It looks like revenge will be Moist if they can hold on for less than a minute. 2 goals as well. They've got padding. Wow. Maybe they'll get more here. Astral the 50. Joyo the shot. There's a demo. And Itachi will get the save. On the other end. Almost a goal. That one went off the crossbar and out.
Would have been a solo play. But Tira, it looked like they needed that. 30 seconds left. They've got to score as soon as possible. You're running out of time. The next drive forward, you've got to get a goal. 2 goals needed. One of them. You've got to score at least 1 right here. Otherwise, Moist are going to walk away with the series win. Exotic. It has to be it. It has to be it.
Itachi, weak shot. And that's
that's it.
To Itachi. And Itachi does not make contact.
Oh,
and that is going to do it. Moist gets their revenge on K-Corp and 4.
And Rise, that ball floated across. Rise dropped a close one in the chat, as indeed it was a close one, but Itachi not close enough. Moist Esports, well-deserved victory, and in my opinion, off the back of Joyo and those mechanics.
I think you're 100% right. Joyo, he was a mad lad. That breezy earlier, scoring on, and then also that read off the backboard, 2 huge goals from Joyo. And then, I mean, Karmine Corp put up a fight. They had some good bump plays. I think their bump plays worked out really well for them in this series. They just needed more.
All right, we've got to have some results, Leaf. There's been so much time that has passed now. Give it to us. Give it to us.
All the other games were delayed. No, we've got results. We have Monkeys being eliminated by Oxygen 3-1. So Oxygen will continue on to round 5. Team Liquid take down Team Go 3-1. So they're also eliminated. And then, of course, we head over to Tundra versus Team Vitality. They're in game 5. That's the last matchup for them for this round. Sorry.
This is like Vitality fans.
Ooh.
What are they grabbing onto? Like, there's so much hope for them right now.
And Alpha just scored.
And Alpha, come on, minute 16 left. They've just got to waste time. Just hold it down. But Tundra Esports, never know, man. That boy Cassio that you were talking about, James Bot, might start popping off.
Well, time's running out to pop off, at least in this series. There's years you always get nervous when you have those air dribbles into a 50 because you never know which way that ball's going to pinch out.
Dude, I still can't get over that previous series with how important those challenges were. Like, I've never seen a game and a series where the ball is stuck in front of the net and you've got to force that ball past 2 players. It's ridiculous.
Hey, let's do a listen in now and give you guys a rest and get some hype from these casters.
Ça va aider son équipe à remonter sur le terrain. Rizex qui s'impose là face à Rado en double commit entre Season et Alpha. Il faut garder les nerfs solides, le sang-froid dans ces dernières secondes. Ne pas double commit, ne pas offrir de but à cette équipe de Tundra avec Riziers qui tente une passe là, mais c'est bien bloqué par Radozin. Rizex qui va aller chercher le boost probablement qui n'était pas là. Finalement, c'est une relance pour Cassio. Trop longue, c'est Season le premier. Ouais, ça drop pour Radozin qui tente sa chance. Rizex sera à la parade. Season qui s'impose devant Riziers. Rizex va pouvoir rejouer cette balle sans difficulté. Ça revient dans les roues de Radozin qui va se faire démolir par Riziers. On n'arrive pas à relancer, on n'arrive pas à construire. Côté Tundra, Rizex là qui essaie d'écarter pour Cassio. Peut-être les 1-2 à venir, il y a pas mal de démolitions. C'est un 1-2-3 finalement. Cassio qui essaie de temporiser, trouver une passe pour Riziers. Mais on est revenu du côté de Season et on est à 0 secondes. Il va falloir garder ce ballon en vie. Ils l'ont pas joué, Bachi. Au revoir Tundra.
Wow. Did you see those demos? I thought we were gonna see it. I thought we were gonna see it from Tundra. That looked like the opportunity to get the goal line, the last buzzer beater shot. The drama just doesn't show up today.
Well, it's sort of. I mean, we had some good matches earlier that were.
I don't know what he's talking about. The drama doesn't show up.
We need every single series.
Oh my goodness! But is this not crazy that Vitality, after not even making it anywhere close, they've done it. They made it. They made playoffs. That's incredible.
Well, there it is. Now with Go Monkeys Heat eliminated, we have Moist, EG, and Vitality getting their way through into that single limb. So we have 3 more spots left, which means we'll have to go into round 5 and find out who those teams are going to be. So please do not go anywhere as we're nearing the end of day 1 of the European Fall Cup.
Right now, I'd say EU's pretty top heavy, to be honest. Like, I don't know, it seems like there's a few teams at the top and they're just contending for the top, and then below, like, there's just a few teams I can't see winning or getting extremely far. Whereas in like NA, there's a lot of people like beating each other and going to the top. And I don't think it's the same in EU right now.
He's still good if it goes in. Skeptical, but Astral makes it work. That was a bit of a stretch, but yeah.
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious who our rivals are going to be for this season. I mean, we've got Karmine, and Astral came from Karmine, Vitra went to Karmine. You know, we're having similar results right now, so I guess you'd say Karmine are our biggest rivals.
Third man rotation is going to be Moist to break the deadlock. Joyle with the first goal.
The 5 teams making Rotterdam, I'd probably say BDS, us, Oxygen, Karmine. And then for the 5th spot, I don't know who I'd pick because Quadrant have good points right now, but then I also think Liquid might make it.
Well, never misses the ball. Look at him. He's got a reset from the ceiling. Absolute brilliance from the Belgians.
Playing as someone like Astral is way different than like Vatira, but I mean, it's fun to watch. I mean, he's got the mechanics and he's fast, and you know, for someone like me as well, who's mechanical, I could learn a lot from someone like Astral.
For both teams, right? He has been teasing us with flip resets this entire series, and maybe when it matters most, he sinks one.
Last regional isn't what we wanted exactly, but we didn't play bad. Like, we didn't play nowhere near as good as we can though, and we're at boot camp now. We're gonna get boot camp buff, and we're gonna show everyone what we can do.
From the Moist metronome, the man who controls their plays, and it's from his play that Liquid are finally broken. Moist, a million saves along the way, but they win the overtime.
You lift me off of the ground. I close my eyes and I wait for the come down. I used to live in the now. Now I'm wiser to think that we are bulletproof. Teens with thick. Never scared, yeah. And the sky went dark. We used our hearts to guide us. You showed me you care, and I remember. Yeah, I remember. I remember. We had a push and a pull. Over time we got unstuck together. You see the world when it's full. In the light you could see we were never bulletproof. Teens with dreams of love without a clue. We were hopeless and we're hopeless now. But I remember. We threw our fists in the air singing. I remember when we were kids, never scared, yeah. And the sky went dark. We used our hearts to guide us. You showed me you care, and I remember. Yeah, I remember. I remember.
I'm stuck inside of these walls with you. I don't recognize who I've turned into. I'm losing hope in getting myself back. Everything around me is starting to.
We near the end of day one of the European Fall Cup with only 3 spots remaining in the final bracket for the weekend. I'm Lee Fex, and I am joined again by James Botton Turtle for the final round. James, we got through Vitality last round. I think some people are surprised maybe by this comeback here, but it looked good.
It certainly did. I think Vitality, they've got a certain level of redemption. I think they still need to do a lot. This is a team that aspires for a major. I think, you talk to anybody in the European region and the expectations on an organization like Vitality are always to be, at or near the top. And so Vitality still has a long way to go, but this was a huge step in the right direction.
And Turtle, I just want to mention, D-Rex pointing out here, 5 of the 6 teams here in round 5 were top 8 last regional.
Well, that's actually just ridiculous. Thinking about the teams that have already qualified, now we've got some new faces in the playoffs, which I think is always fun to witness and fun to see. And it makes the race for Rotterdam, that much more exciting to me personally, because these teams are going to be neck and neck with points every single game. Every single series is going to matter at the end. And now that we've come all the way down to round 5, you get to question, will stamina come into play? Which team is actually a little bit tired? I mean, these Swiss stages, while they're amazing, they run a little bit longer than most players are. I'd say they're used to it now, but still, 5 different series in a day, that can be a lot and very mentally draining.
Well, let's take a look at the matchups here. As we said, 5 of these 6 teams, top 8 last time. 3 of them are going to be eliminated after this because only 3 can make it to that bracket for day 2 tomorrow. Auguri being the odd man out here as the only team that wasn't in top 8. So we'll see if maybe they can make an upset, but they'll be facing off against G1 Oxygen versus Tundra. And then, of course, here on this stream, we're going to be looking at K-Corp versus Team Liquid. K-Corp, I personally, James, thought this team would have been through in an earlier round, but here they are in round 5.
Yeah, and this is a very tough matchup. Team Liquid, a team that's made it to a major before. You even heard in Joyo's interview during the break that he expects Team Liquid to be making a run towards the top. So this is not an easy draw by any means. I think either one of these teams is going to be disappointed with a loss. But yeah, I honestly, I think you have to give the nod to K-Corp, but Liquid, they are so talented. If they are playing, if they're playing a great series, then they certainly have what it takes to take down K-Corp.
Yeah. And they have played each other in the Swiss stage of the Fall Open in round 2, where KC was able to take the win in a sweep, which it's not telling of everything that's going to go down in the series, but there's at least that little bit of confidence that they have taken the dub. However, this is round 5. There's way more pressure on the line, so you don't know what's going to happen.
Well, chat, who do you think is going to succumb to the pressure? Hashtags in the chat right now. Hashtag TL for Team Liquid or hashtag KC for K-Corp. Let's get some analyst thoughts on this one, because I think it is really going to be a close matchup. Obviously, James just said the nod goes to K-Corp, but a lot of other teams are looking out for Team Liquid. Like Moist, they're saying watch out for them. And I think in the European region, what we've seen so far, that's accurate. But I am still going to sit on the side of K-Corp. I'm with James that there's a slight favor to them coming into this matchup. Their pressure's on, but I think they should have this one, James.
Yeah, I think most people would agree with you, but this is why we play the games, is to see if that indeed is what is going to go down. Team Liquid, they've got all the tools in the toolkit, but Karmine Corp, they're a very, very good team, as we all know. But that last series versus Moist showed a little bit of their vulnerability. However, I don't know if there will be someone playing at Joyo's level on Team Liquid. We'll have to wait and see, but Karmine Corp certainly had an issue with Joyo.
Yeah, when it comes down to it, I'm on the same page as you, James. I think that for the most part, KC, I'm going to join you, James. KC.
Across the board.
Across the board.
Yeah, KC
It's got to be KC. I don't know if there's somebody who can step up to that level. And while we did see the weaknesses, of course, of Karmine Corp, I still saw so many great moments from all 3 of those players. Itachi, Vatira, and Exotic were handling it when they needed to. They came short and fell short a little bit. But for the most part, I don't think they need to just, sound the alarms and panic, because there was still a good performance and a good showing against Moist.
I'm a bit worried for you guys. I haven't been doing too well in predictions. So,
but Turtle's been perfect.
That's true. Okay, we're gonna balance. We're gonna balance it out, maybe. Chat.
Have I been perfect? I don't think I have, but I don't even know.
I can't remember. I honestly.
I'm so used to being wrong that I just assume I'm wrong.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. K-Corp's got a big fan base out there that they're going to take this one in the fan vote. And again, looks like they are the favorites, James, going into this matchup. But we'll see how Team Liquid answers.
Yes, we will. Team Liquid and K-Corp for one of the final playoff spots available.
There's no tweets this time to base our prediction off of, James.
I was going to ask you, if you had seen anything on the
I don't know. I mean, I haven't checked the timeline in a minute. I know that that can always play into a factor. But no, these teams, they're not doing it. Or maybe they are. Maybe somebody's going to step up even more than what we saw at Joyo today. Oh my goodness. It might be Vatira hitting this top right corner. A snipe from the midfield. Oh my.
That was at 82 miles an hour, 132 kilometers per hour. That was a bazooka.
That felt emotional. That felt like after that last
what was the emotion?
The emotion was anger and frustration, and he took it all out on that one shot.
That poor ball.
I know.
Did you see the way it exploded?
Insane. PSI's got to be at least half a necrotic. While it wasn't as strong of a shot, it was still wide open for him and good positioning. And also this pass on a 50-50 from Oski to get it over there.
And you saw Attal with the bump on Vatira. That was a key bump that opened up the goal line wide for a chronic.
Wow. Well, that first goal from Vatira, I was like, all right, it's over. Casey wins. And then now, you know, I'm
didn't
not,
take long for that to get evened up.
Didn't take long for me to get absolutely shut up.
Attal to Oski. Play broken up by Vatira. The ball back out to a chronic. Exotic on the other side of the field. On the arc, it drops down, and Attal will hit it downfield. Itachi misses the double tap. A chronic off the corner pass to Oski, but Oski was blocked out by Vatira. Still pressure from Team Liquid. Vatira will go for a clear, booms it upfield, and a chronic stops it. Double tap off the ceiling. Attal quick to support, but lost possession of the ball.
Big demo from Itachi in the midfield, and I think for me, I want to see if Team Liquid are as swole as Moist Esports. They're going to need to push this ball through on a lot of challenges. It did actually happen in the first goal, or for the first goal for Team Liquid, with a big 50-50 win from Oski, but that's got to continue to happen. It needs to be a frequent theme that we see. Otherwise, Karmine Corp are going to be able to take this game in style, and it is going to be Oski behind the ball again.
I mean, if you watch, Vatira was so far out of the play, was a bit nonchalant, rotating back, and you saw how close he was to getting that save. If Vatira was a little bit more expedient getting back, that would have been a save. But fortunately for Team Liquid, they'll be walking away with the lead.
Right, and it also looked like Exotic should have gotten a touch, and immediately bouncing back is going to be KC. Off of, I believe, a demo from Itachi. He hunts down Oski, who was in the net, then takes out a Chronic, 2 players deleted, and of course, it's wide open.
Yeah, what do you do, Itachi? The madman.
Yeah, he's hungry.
I mean, I feel like he's stuffed now. He just ate 2 cars.
Unless he got the package deal, remember? You know, expanding your car that we've been going on.
Yeah.
I mean, Calm got like 20 demos in the game. That man really just absolutely decked out his entire car. Here comes Itachi again. This has been back and forth, a really awkward battle, I'd say, in the midfield where no team has had full possession. It's just been one or the other, one-sided. No midfield presence at all, and that's going to be Itachi coming through.
And that was smart positioning from Itachi, even though he had low boost. Recognizing that he needed to be there just in case that pitch came out mid, and it did. It was well done by Itachi, who has been so consistent. One of the most consistent players you'll see in the RLCS. The Chronic. The corner, 0 boost for Itachi.
Oh my goodness. What, that would have been ridiculous. The pre-flip double tap, it still opened up a shooting lane for Atto, but didn't capitalize as much as he wanted to. Here's Itachi again, that consistency coming through. Pass over from Exotic, but read well by the defense of Team Liquid. And maybe they can get one go. Would have tied things up in a better state for Vatira.
Vatira, he saw 2 attackers gunning him down, but was in a great position for that hard shot. Attal not able to get it by. Vatira clearing off the goal line again. A Chronic controlling it in the air into an air dribble. Attal was also jumping rebound out to Oski, and Itachi got a piece of it, but it wasn't enough.
A Chronic, absolute madman with these air dribbles over everybody, even over one of his own players to set up that shot. And Itachi, you said it yourself, he got a touch of it, he got a piece of it. I thought maybe there was a chance if it got a better bounce or possibly a better angle, but it was still floating in even after he got a piece of it.
Chronic, his shot blocked by Vatira. Attal trying to be creative with that center ball, but couldn't get it out there. Clear downfield, Oski with the tip off the ceiling. was thinking about going for the double, but just too far away. Itachi up, center ball. Vatira lays off. Saw Oski already up. Oski flip reset, broken up by Exotic. One pad for Itachi, and it wasn't enough to do much. There's a block out. Itachi with the corner boost. Goes back out to the middle. Atau 50'd by Vatira, and it goes back into the Team Liquid corner. Exotic with a win. Itachi, the shot blocked by Acronic, who got out there early to close down the lane.
Immaculate defense and the rotations from Team Liquid. Spot on. Communication hasn't slipped up once. Haven't seen a double commit or any awkward positioning. Making sure to deny anybody from KC who has an opportunity. I think that for Team Liquid, Acronic, he has been the pillar of their offense. He needs to continue coming up big. And here he is again, there's space. What's he gonna do with it? Throws it into the corner, he's around one, around two. It's plays like that, James, that could give the edge to Team Liquid.
Oh, it does! Atau! He fires this one on target, catching K-Corp out.
Man. Oh, you feel for Exotic and also Vatira. In very awkward spots, nobody had rotated to the far post. Nobody was in position for an earlier shot. And for Team Liquid, one shot off of a great play from Acronic, and you just might win the first game so long as this ball drops.
Oh my, I don't know how that wasn't at 0 seconds, but it hit, and now will finally hit. And Team Liquid with a game 1 victory over K-Corp. K-Corp in the final moment. You saw Vatira get a little bit out of position. Exotic was also on the wall near post. Nobody was covering the near post option.
Right.
And despite the strong start, I mean, the game started out with that 132-kilometer-per-hour top corner goal from Vatira. And you thought that that might be an omen for what K-Corp was going to do this game, but Team Liquid just kept on fighting.
I thought that top right corner was enough of a Band-Aid and a bandage to put on this K-Corp team to stop them from bleeding after their loss against Moist Esports. But simply put, it was not enough, and we'll see if there's any more damage and bleeding in the other team's leave.
Well, I mean, there are some, I suppose. There's always a losing team in one of these matchups. And right now,
unfortunately, somebody has to lose.
There's some, but I mean, you could just sit there, I guess, and tie and over infinite overtime. But Oxygen are up 1-0 right now. It's tied 2-2 in game 2. And just to let you know, Cole is currently doing a crab dance on Team Liquid.
Cole, it's just that accent really just takes a toll on him. I can tell.
Yeah, that's the state of that stream right now. But I do believe
what's the accent, Turtle? You know how to do it?
It's got to be no. I mean, Cole distinctively. Nobody's ever said this, but Cole actually fakes his accent. He's not British. He doesn't have an accent. Oh, he's been faking it this whole time. So it's got to take some.
Did you say he was from he was from Indiana?
He's actually from Idaho, but I kind of have to expose him. Nobody else needs to post about this though. Okay, it's fine.
We'll see how K-Corp respond. Team Liquid, you know, despite all of us going K-Corp, we knew that Team Liquid has the ability. This is such a promising team.
Yeah.
And we're seeing the demo, the flip reset, the drop down, and Totsky got a touch, but didn't clear it out enough. And Oski keeps the Team Liquid flowing.
K-Corp just can't stop panicking, and it's hard to read that. You've got two players, Itachi and Vatira, swiping across because of that flip reset that they both didn't expect from Atso. Vatira, he's trying to clean things up. He says, okay, you don't have to challenge. I have to go as well. Two players fly by, and Oski, a clean-up goal. The janitor for this team. Such an important role, and they're up 1-0.
Oski, huge start and huge first goal for Oski. Acronic now a chance to make his mark. Double tap ball leaks out to the middle of the field. Oski double tap off the side wall, but Itachi got a piece of it. Acronic with the 50. Itachi on target. Atau back just in the nick of time.
I can't believe he read that. Itachi was in the perfect spot to respond to that 50-50. And that's how, at the back of his mind, he must have known there was a chance a shot could come through, because if he went for a boost corner, or a corner boost, excuse me, he would have been absolutely mistaken. And here they are mistaken against K-Corp. off the backs of Vatira. Itachi turns early in the corner, hunts for a demo, and Iconic is forced to go high while Vatira goes low.
And we've seen this play multiple times out of K-Corp. They are so eager and ready for that lead blocker play.
They're ready.
It's going to work out a couple times for them in just the 2 matches we've had.
No.
But now they're getting clipped on. Vatira puts a hand up, but Oski rains the goal down.
And you think, what is Exotic doing here? He's out of position a little bit too far forward. You gave some free real estate to Oski, just handed it to him. And at this point, at this stage in RocketLeague,
Nothing's free, Turtle.
you can't give it to him. No, that was free.
Nothing.
That was
I
a
mean,
free backboard.
No, you had to work for that. Well, I mean, that was doing work.
You know he's up for that shot. He's going to hit the double tap, James. Come on.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
James, you're telling me that backboard wasn't free?
No, nothing's free.
It's free real estate. Okay. What is this philosophical talk?
I'm sorry.
Really good philosopher here.
I apologize.
Thank you.
I'm just I'm an analyst. What's the difference?
Good. Not much apparently. And Exotic, the difference between him right now and scoring this tying goal, I think, is just pushing forward, getting aggressive, and also finding those reads. He's been out of position, but now he's able to strike and put a shot up for Vatira, or excuse me, a pass up, who's definitely in position for this.
Yeah, and Vatira has been upfield quite a bit.
Yeah.
Looking for these opportunities. It finally comes, and he does not disappoint. Really a great play as well. The vision from Exotic to find Vatira and put the ball right on his hood.
That's got to feel good
Great
for
play from
Exotic.
K-Corp.
I mean, Exotic was the issue for the last goal, which gave Team Liquid the advantage. Now he's able to respond nicely, get involved on offense. Hopefully, forget about that previous play and move forward. K-Corp certainly have, as it's only been them off the kickoff, all this possession going their favor.
Exotic blocked out at the midfield Atown. Low 50 a Chronic against Itachi, but Itachi able to roll it up cleanly. Vatira waiting to see if the ball leaks out, but that touch will force him to rotate out. Oski with the block. Vatira controlling it to a dribble, faking one.
One
Oski
fake.
the last one. Atow recognizing that infield passing lane and shut it down.
K-Corp are never scared to hit the brakes. Go for a mind game, try and pull off a fake. Vatira almost pulled off a 50-50 win off the solo air dribble. But this defense from Team Liquid, hard as nails, putting in the work. Question is, how long will this last, James?
I don't know, because you got the Itachi pry bar pulling the nails out. You saw him going for bump after bump on the back wall. And that last goal for Karmine Corp coming from a bump from Itachi.
And that's kind of been like their go-to approach. If things aren't working with solo plays, you've got to have a lead blocker, go for a demo, and ideally get a good challenge, if not a shot, after the demo. That's a ridiculous touch from Itachi. Well, Exotic got a demo. Now this means they won't have to deal with too much pressure so long as they're in front of the clear.
For a moment there, I was going to see it if we had mutators on.
Yeah.
How hard that ball is getting zinged back and forth. Final minute, Oski. Oski has 2 for Team Liquid. Karmine Corp, they've got 2 from the bumper of Vatira. It's a showdown between Oski and Vatira. We'll get the final word.
Oh, what a touch from Vatira. Is that going in? Oh my goodness. Vatira, the backflip clear here. What a response. The reaction time, impeccable. And it's all the way down the other end.
I asked who would get the final word.
Oh, man.
Vatira does. And the question is now, will they shut up Team Liquid? Woo, that was crazy.
Getting that timing where it hits the top of your car mid-backflip, that is one that you are happy to go out with. 30 seconds left. Vatira winning another 50-50. He just does not stop in this game. A hat trick for him.
That was Psycho-esque.
Yeah.
The backflip, you don't really see many goals like that.
Yeah. I mean, you see doinks, you see somebody doing a double jump, hit it with the top of your car, but a backflip like that, so rare, and maybe just as rare as a buzzer beater.
Times as well. Oh, wow. That one rolled right across the K-Corp goal line. They
keep it up.
so
They keep it up.
fortunate nobody was there. The play is kept up.
Fine.
That's out with the 50, but
That's
that will hit it over to the side. K-Corp will secure the Game 2 victory, but in that final moment, they very easily could have gave it up.
I want to jump in here and just mention right now 10 seconds left, and Augiri is about to perfect sweep G1.
What?
You say perfect sweep. You mean
Perfect sweep. 0
G1
goals
has
for
not
G1.
scored.
Correct.
Oh my word.
0 seconds left. So if this drops down, it's it's done. Yeah.
That is actually ridiculous.
That's actually the first one we've seen in every region in a main event. There's been some in qualifiers, but in main event, if this drops down, that'll be the first one we've seen in every region.
Oh man,
And
they're
it's on
making
G1.
it to the playoffs potentially. That's unreal. They went to round 5
There it is.
previously, and they lost a quadrant. Now they're able to get some revenge, bounce back, and make it to playoffs. That's a nuts performance from Augiri.
And also, just to let you know, Oxygen, before James said, respect Casio. Oxygen's not. It's match point right now. They're trying to sweep this one. So
You gonna take that, James? You gonna take that?
The series isn't over till it's over, Turtle.
that is true.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay, you're right. You're right. You never know when somebody like Vatira will just pull up with a backflip in his own half all the way with a clear. Things like that could happen, I guess.
Big Corp, much needed victory. Team Liquid, they looked very good in game 1. Atau had a great game 2 as well, but ultimately that backflip play from Vatira made the difference. Vatira scoring a hat trick last game. It was a shootout between him and Oski.
Yeah, and Oski has been that cleanup role, while Atto was definitely a big factor. He's gotten flip resets, thrown the defensive K-Corp for a whirl, a Chronic with some double taps to his name. Oski's been able to clean up and also do some damage on the defensive side. Gets in front of that shot early on, but it's still open for Itachi, who bends around the backboard and gets the angle.
Itachi heads up play, saw the defense rotate out. Oski left for corner boost. A Chronic had flipped too far into net.